a new world order where diverse nations are drawn together in common cause to achieve the universal aspirations of mankind.
There are bombs, destructions of video games, of wars in the world. So why don't they make widow games for little girls and moms left sonless and daughterless? It seems the modernist thing to do is to enlist in hopes of a brighter future for the economy. Because there's war, murder, chaos, and melee. But for what? The American flag and its patriotic ways? Well, let me tell you a little something about the American flag. And it's red, white, and blue and all the history that it has. Of genocide in this land to annihilate the red man and pay a dime for the skin off the forehead of a kid no older than 10. So hence, the Redskins were scalps of children and men, but what they would do to our women, yo, I just cannot comprehend. They would take a knife and cut her breast off and howl to the moon, and if she was pregnant, they would cut her baby out and mutilate the womb. They would murder little boys and girls point blank with a rifle, and it was all in the name of the American flag and their Bible. So why do you find it so hard to believe that they are liable to be so genocidal to a people who are so spiritual and tribal? This is an American Holocaust that surpasses any you study. So when you pledge allegiance to the flag, your chest is bloody. Pat Robertson, that dumbass, once said on the 700 Club that this country was established on good Christian values and love. So if that's love, I'd rather not enlist to Uncle Sam. Go back to my country? Yeah right, bitch, this is our land.
The government has an account for Eloise Cabell. She's a Blackfeet and a banker who decided to fight for Indians across the country.
For more than 100 years, the Bureau of Indian Affairs has been the Indians' banker.
There isn't a Bureau of Jewish Affairs, not a Bureau of Irish Affairs, of African Affairs, Mexican Affairs, Cuban Affairs, at all. But there is a Bureau of Indian Affairs.
There is so much to talk about and so many issues, and you wonder why your kids do the things they do trapped up in these institutions. Learn behavior when synapses pop. They want to be soldiers and cops, cap guns to Glocks, or maybe it's the path that their father walked. Or the one-time punchline talk the recruiter gave after he checked his school records and said, hey, at-risk youth, you misbehaved. Yo, but wait a minute, your father and brother did it, went off to the war, but your dad told you to go to school and try to get admitted. Man, forget it, your brother wakes up with a cold sweat and nauseous. He went from popping black cats to going to Iraq shooting off rockets. And your other brother Gunnies went from shooting rabbits in the gardens to being a sharpshooter, gunnery sergeant with a 1,000-yard margin. Our ancestors fought too long and hard for what they had, and we're the only people in war to ever capture that American flag. So I honor our veterans, but not the innocent kill. Let's bring it back to our people, bring it back so we can heal. Come on.
He said, I'll admit, the government did this to test radiation, spent uranium in its movement through the water, soil, through the air. They did it on the reservations, you know.
According to the Book of Mormon, Jesus came to the Americas to preach to the Indians. The dark-skinned Indians had destroyed all of the white Nephites in a number of great battles.
We are the only ones that can bring us out of this morass. Not your documentary films, not your sympathy. We're dying from your sympathy. We have to do it ourselves, but we have to be empowered, and we have to have the opportunity.
But Indians say the uncertainty of their finances and decades of broken government promises makes this a fleecing of America, which keeps Native Americans impoverished, despite the bounty of their own land.
Frog here of Sesame Street News, and I'm speaking to you today from Spain, where Christopher Columbus is about to set sail to discover America.
Oh, crap! More white people! They just keep flooding across our border. Oh, sure! Come on in! Take our jobs! Eat our corn! See what we care! And you know, the second they get here, they just start having kids.
Oh, totally! And you know what's worse? They don't use every part of the buffalo!
That's it! Tonight, after the rain dance, we talk to the chief.